And entering the chat, shooting 49%, averaging 26 points per game, the youngster, Ja Morant. NBA champ and three-time All-Star Rip Hamilton here now to talk about this race for MVP. We saw Embiid leading the odds there, but is he your leader in the clubhouse, considering the way Jokic is playing right now as well?
Mike, I would have to say yes. Joel Embiid has been a monster all season long so far for the 76ers roster. Just knowing all the hoopla that's been going on with Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid has really put this team on his back. He was second in MVP votes last year for the win. This year he's come out and he's added new wrinkles to his game, not just on the offense end, but from a scoring ability, but from a passing ability. He's setting guys up. He's getting guys easy looks. He's establishing himself in the paint. I think over the previous years, we always talked about how Joel Embiid spends way too much time on the perimeter. Now he's going into that Shaq mentality. When he gets the ball in the paint, he does a great job of finishing at the rim. So if I had to pick a guy right now, I'm going with Joel Embiid. Hopefully he can carry this over to the second half of the season, because he's definitely been impressive when he's a one-man show. Now adding James Harden to the team, I want to see if he can still establish himself the same way on the offensive end.
Yeah, you wonder if his offensive output scoring-wise will stay the same with Harden now in the lineup as well. Okay, Defensive Player of the Year. The award is almost becoming synonymous now with Rudy Gobert. Is he in line to become a four-time winner, or is there someone on the fringe here getting ready to push him away from that award?
Rudy's been great. He's still the best anchor when it comes to defense in the league. But if I'm going to go with a guy, I'm going with Draymond Green. He's missed some games this season, but he's a guy that can guard 1 through 5, and he'll tell you that he's the best defender in the NBA. Golden State defensively is one of the top teams, or is the top team on that side of the ball. The thing that I love about Draymond is not just his ability to guard all 5 positions on the floor, but his communication. When he's on the floor, he's talking to guys. He's telling guys where guys are at from a pick and roll standpoint. When he's on the bench, he's constantly helping out the young guys and telling them where they need to be. But he's a guy that can do a lot of things for you. There's never a mismatch when it comes to him guarding anybody on the floor. So if I had to go with a guy, I'm going with Draymond Green.
Yeah, such a key piece of their dynasty run just a few years ago. All right, so far for the season, who would be your most improved player?
I'm going with Bridges out in Charlotte. I think a lot of people look at LaMelo Ball and see that the step that he's made in his second year. But Miles Bridges has been excellent for this ball club, and a lot of people just look at him as a dunker. And I just thought he was a dunker, especially watching him in his younger years. This guy can really shoot the ball from the three-point line. He added that wrinkle to his game this offseason. He's really been a highlight reel on the offense end. He gets after it on the defensive side of the ball. His energy is unmatched, especially being out there on the floor with the guys. I just think that he's the guy. He's been not shooting the ball well late from the three-point line, but I just think from the way he started out, and hopefully he gets his rhythm going into the second half of the year, I got this guy as being the most improved player for the Charlotte Hornets.
All right, Tyler Hero down in Miami got a lot of early buzz in the season for Sixth Man of the Year. Is he still the guy coming off the bench who will likely take it home, considering he came right out of the gate and everyone's immediately pointing to him as, hey, there's the Sixth Man of the Year winner?
Yeah, Tyler's benefit from having guys out early in the season. Jimmy Butler being out for some games, Bam being out, Kyle Lowry being out. And Tyler's really benefited of that. I love his role coming off the bench. Kind of reminds me of a guy that I played against, Ben Gordon, the human microwave, a guy that can get hot really fast. And I like him coming off the bench, averaging 20 points. Only guy in the NBA that's averaging 20 points off the bench. But I like him coming off the bench because when he comes off, he can look for a shot. When you got him in the starting lineup, you got too many weapons out there, and a lot of times he get lost. So now with him coming off the bench, he understands his role is to get buckets, and he was really showcasing that in the first half of the year.
Yeah, you might think you get lost, but he's got more confidence than most people on any NBA court. All right, speaking of guys picking up confidence as their rookie years go on, Cade Cunningham, Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, there's a lot of guys in the Rookie of the Year conversation. But for you, as we sit here now, just after the All-Star break, who's leading that race?
As much as I want to pick my Detroit guy, Cade Cunningham. I got to go with Evan Mobley. I mean, his impact on both sides of the ball is second to none. He has the ability to guard all 5 positions on the floor. He can be your anchor. He can be the guy that guards 1 through 4. He can switch out and pick and rolls. He can clean. He's the cleanup man. He can block shots. He gets in passing lanes. I think this guy can do it all. He's probably one of the when you look at the top rookies in the league, he's the guy that when he came in, he was most NBA ready, because it's so hard to understand from an offensive standpoint and figure out how to get your shot and the speed of the game. But his ability to play on the defensive side of the ball and still be able to finish at the basket with the best of them kind of reminds me of a young Kevin Garnett. I got to pick him as my defensive player of the year through the halfway point.
When you put anyone's name next to KG, I think that's usually a pretty good thing. Now, when you look at the standings, the team that jumps out to most people, the Chicago Bulls. So with Billy Donovan leading the way there for Chicago and what they've done, is he your Coach of the Year candidate?
Yes, and the reason why is not because they're one of the top teams in the East, but the ability to put in a system that you got 2 great scorers, Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, right? When you added DeMar DeRozan, everybody was scratching their head and was like, well, how are these 2 guys going to mesh? Is there enough balls on the floor for these 2 guys? Because both guys need the ball in their hand. They're not guys that play well off the ball. So the system that he put in place were allowing both guys to be out there to do what they got to do offensively and not disrupt the offense. Ball has been great for them. Just trying to play fast, letting him get the ball and push it, and allow these 2 young studs to go out there and score points in the mid-range game. I love it. So with Billy putting in a new system, ability to win defensively, they've been pretty good. I'm going with Billy Donovan.
All right, let's see if the Bulls can keep it going. Currently sitting atop the East there with the Miami Heat. We'll see if those guys can improve and get it going in the playoffs. Thank you so much, Rip. Let's take another look at these picks. Screen grab them, frame them, take a mental picture. Do what you got to do to make sure you hit up Rip Hamilton and let him know where he was right and wrong here. His pick to win MVP again, Joel Embiid, having a big year there for the 76ers. Defensive Player of the Year, Green, Bridges, Most Improved Player, Sixth Man of the Year, Hero, and Rookie of the Year, Mobley. And as we just mentioned, Billy Donovan from the Bulls to take home Coach of the Year.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.